You feel the wind of every accusation cut across your name. You hear the chorus of rumors swirl like ash against your walls. You see the hungry eyes of those who crave your collapse. You remain, because sacred truth does not tremble before counterfeit storms. They fling doubt like arrows, hoping one will find your heart. None pierce, not because your flesh is stone, but because your mission is fire. Fire does not fear metal, it consumes it. So every iron dart bursts into sparks and falls at your feet. While they speak in circles, you stand in line with eternity. Their noise is many, your truth is single. You learned early that volume is not authority. Light never shouts, yet darkness still flees. You hold silence like a blade they do not know how to disarm. They accuse, you advance. They recycle stories. You release revelations. Destiny outruns gossip the way dawn outruns night. You were never invited to fit in. You were commanded to break through. Oil and water cannot merge. Neither can lies and the life written on your bones. The clash is confirmation, not complication. Do not mourn the misunderstanding. It proves you carry frequencies unheard by ordinary ears. Your presence exposes hidden fractures and hollow structures. Cracks appear the moment your foot crosses their threshold. That is why they panic. You carry unshakable light, light unmoved by shadow theater, light immune to the vote of critics, light older than the foundations of their stage, a light authored by the one who names galaxies and counts your breaths. You are proof that sacred truth survives hatred. More, truth transmutes hatred into fuel. Every insult becomes lumber on the altar. Every rumor becomes wind that fans holy flame. Your radiance intensifies with every attack they design. When the storm rises, revelation rises higher. When deception multiplies, discernment multiplies deeper. Resistance is not your obstacle. It is your gymnasium. You build spiritual muscle, lifting the weight of their disbelief. Remember the night they plotted quietly, thinking you slept. You were awake in unseen chambers, counting their strategies like grains of sand. You let them finish, then you breathed once. Their blueprints dissolved like mist before sunrise. Do not chase vindication. Vindication patrols at your side like a sworn guardian. Time itself allies with you. Moments bend to display the verdict already carved in spirit. You remain anchored while false stories float away as debris. They call your composure arrogance. They mislabel your certainty as pride. They cannot interpret a frequency higher than survival. They rename it to fit the limits of their lexicon. Let them. The lexicon will expand when your outcome is unveiled. You possess a map etched beneath your ribs, a route charted by hands that sculpt stars. No witchcraft of rumor can erase that ink. Every mile of opposition only highlights the brilliance of the path. You move, they talk, and movement outruns mouth every dawn. Your silence is not retreat, it is calibration. You adjust sight to horizons they forgot exist. While they gather torches, you gather galaxies. While they draft statements, you draft epochs. Feel the storm. Smell the iron taste of slander in the air. Notice how it cannot enter the sanctuary of your core. There, pure coordinates burn like liquid gold. There, sacred truth hums louder than any courtroom chant. You are not under trial. You are under unveiling. A hidden throne prepares beneath your patient feet. No council vote can delay the coronation stamped by eternity. Crowns woven of rumor disintegrate in first light. Your crown descends untouched, forged in uncreated fire. Let the thunder speak. It only echoes the roar within you. Let the lightning flash. It only sketches your silhouette in the sky. Nature itself testifies on behalf of those aligned with the eternal pulse. Mountains lean to listen when your feet cross valleys. Rivers hush because your footsteps narrate prophecy. Others market illusions. You embody evidence. Evidence that the unseen chooses vessels, ruthless enough to stand. Evidence that destiny favors the immovable, not the popular. Evidence that truth grows brighter when pressured by counterfeit glare. You did not study their scripts, you burned them. You did not memorize their slogans, you outlived them. You did not beg for their stage. The universe expanded to host yours. Let them debate shadows while you ignite constellations. Let them decorate echo chambers while you architect realms. Your light is alive. It breathes, moves, and searches for cracks to flood. It does not negotiate with darkness. It dictates terms. Hatred becomes a scaffold for revelation. Lies become mirrors that reflect the hollowness of their creators. No accusation crafted by mortal lips can overturn a verdict sealed in eternity. The gavel fell in your favor before the first rumor learned to crawl. Their storms arrive late to a battle already finished. Your victory exists outside the calendar they consult. Stand straighter. Storms respect the posture of those rooted in fiery conviction. Adjust your breathing to the rhythm of galaxies. Feel energy surge where fear once crouched. Let every heartbeat hammer a decree they cannot overrule. You carry codes awakened by pressure, not comfort. Codes revealed through conflict, not applause. That is why joy bursts open precisely when hostility peaks. Joy is the residue of decoded destiny. Look at your hands, steady, unburned, unstoppable. Look at your eyes, mirrors of realms no slander can cloud. Your face may gather dust from the battlefield, yet your countenance glows. Glory outshines grime without requesting permission. Purpose outweighs perception every time scales are tested. Your footsteps leave imprints other travelers call impossible. They examine the path, fail to grasp the propulsion inside you. They replicate your strides and collapse because technique is not fire. Fire is covenant, and covenant cannot be copied, only carried. You carry it. Thus you continue when their lungs surrender. While they orbit applause, you orbit assignment. While they feed on recognition, you feed on revelation. Fame is a vapor. Truth is a cornerstone. Let them inhale vapors. You build citadels. Do not trade your roar for their approval. Approval shrinks. Roar expands. You were sculpted to echo primordial commands, not civilian compliments. Your throat houses trumpets, not lullabies. Sound the call that cracks illusions and summons sleeping giants. Giants wake when you speak. Not because your volume is loud, but because authority is unmistakable. Chains remember your voice and fall before the syllable ends. Walls recall ancient scripts that named them temporary. They crumble on schedule whenever you exhale intent. The world will measure you by battle scars. Heaven measures you by how many gates open at your knock. Gates respond to inheritance, not rumor. Your inheritance is older than their archives of accusation. Therefore, gates swing wide, though headlines remain closed. Accept the isolation. It is royal quarantine. Kings dine apart before coronation. Prophets sleep alone before proclamation. Your solitude is seasoning, not sentence. It cures you of dependence on applause and weaves you into reliance on origin. The storm rages, yet your peace deepens, because you know storms age faster than light. You watch clouds wrinkle and dissipate while your certainty stands young. Certainty fed by communion, not commentary. Certainty birthed in silence, not in trending rooms. Every false witness gives traction to your ascent. They build ladders, thinking they climb, not knowing they construct your platform. When they finish, you ascend, and they wonder who hired them. Destiny hires adversaries as carpenters when allies sleep. Understand the strategy and rest while they labor. Now lift your head. Scan the horizon where dawn bleeds through ragged clouds. See how the edge of night crumbles under one breath of illumination. That breath is yours. Release it. Watch creation answer like steel struck by sparks. You were never the victim of slander. You were the weapon concealed beneath it. Unshakable light disguised as fragile vessel. Sacred truth dressed in ordinary skin. The disguise ends today. Speak in storms reposition. Stand in shadows dissolve. Move and the map redraws to accommodate your stride. Live in eternity testifies on every street you cross. This is your design, irrevocable, irreducible, undeniable. So act. Act with the certainty of one who cannot be silenced. Act with the calm of one already vindicated. Act with the fire of one whose purpose predates rumor. Let your very presence roar the verdict. Sacred truth wins. Go, ignite corridors where lies breed. Illuminate hearts numbed by constant noise. Demonstrate that hatred cannot drown light. It only reveals its brilliance. Live as living proof that no storm, no slander, no shadow can extinguish the eternal purpose blazing inside you.